Well, Dr. Peretti, you're the last person I expected to find waiting here on my threshold of pain and loneliness.
Oh, I doubt it.
Why don't you come in?
Why don't you just cut the smart mouth, all right?
I don't take orders from residents. Or have you forgotten what was always our biggest bone of contention?
No, I haven't forgotten a thing about you, honey.
Now, wait just 1 minute. Don't you dare presume to tell me what I feel or don't feel.
The second category, by the way, has the longest list. What you don't feel could fill a book. I'm just not interested in reading it, that's all.
Tell me what you came here for, then please leave.
Gladly. Why the hell did you make such a big deal to Lila out of our having a cup of coffee the other night in emergency? I just want to know why.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I was always a serious one, don't you remember? That's why you found it so easy to walk away, I guess, although I gotta thank you. That was the biggest favor you ever did me.
Yes, because it left the path wide open for Nurse Montgomery to waltz in and bind up your wounds.
No, I did the binding up myself. But Lila did show me how really great it can be when two people who feel the same way about each other aren't afraid to admit it. You still haven't answered my question.
Perhaps because I find it a very puzzling one. I did not, as you've accused me of, make a big thing to Lila out of our having a cup of coffee. If it was a big thing to her, I can't be responsible for that. Obviously, she doesn't feel as secure in your relationship as you pretend that you are.
I don't pretend anything.
My. Seems that Nurse Montgomery's not the only one who finds my presence here a tad threatening.
Oh, threatening? Come on, are you kidding me?
If you remember my negative qualities as well as you claim to, you'll recall that I never find time for kidding. Yes, it's a problem of mine that I've been working on, but as yet I just haven't made much progress.
Mm-hmm.
Being the best physician I can possibly be is still my top priority. It's only at times like this when I get to exercise my sense of humor.
Now, look, just stay away from Lila, all right? And stop giving her progress reports on the two of us, okay?
Oh, I could really give her one after this little visit.
What?
Don't look so puzzled. You took all the same required psych courses that I did. Tell me, why did you bother to look up my address and personnel when a simple phone call would have accomplished what you claim you came here to do? Why was it so important to you to deliver the message in person? Wait. Before you say anything, let me assure you that I'm not saying that you still find me as attractive as you did back in Marlboro. I know the very special feelings we shared the first time you made love to me are over. For you, at least. Now that you found Lila. That kind of special magic only happens once between two people, Casey. And I know that it's my fault we lost it. I think that's exactly why you came here tonight. Simply to find out if you've really gotten me completely out of your system. I think that's why you asked me to join you for coffee last night, too. That and because we just worked side by side to save a patient's life. There's an undeniable stimulation in knowing how really good we are now. It's almost like an aphrodisiac at times. Or maybe you came here because I never told you how really good I think you are now. Or how much I respect those reflexes since they've been more carefully trained and disciplined. Oh, God, you were always good, Casey. But in some areas, you lacked the discipline needed to bring about the utmost in satisfaction. Maybe it was the differences in our background that gave me that discipline first, because it always came more naturally to me, just like that wild, impetuous side of your nature came more naturally to you. I'd hate to see you lose that completely. There's something to be said for discipline, too.
wanted?
I think I could ask you the same question. But it's not really a question in my mind. I know it's why you came here.
I came here to tell you to lay off Lila.
And all the phone lines were down, so you had to come to my apartment in person and alone.
You haven't changed a bit, have you?
Who are you really angry with, Casey? Me or yourself? Why don't you admit it? You kissed me for the same reason I kissed you. To see if it was as good as it used to be.
Oh, Princess, you still think the world revolves around you, don't you? And that you can have anything you want, and it doesn't matter who gets hurt to get it, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. But I do know when a man's attracted to me.
You still don't get it, do you? I'm in love with Lila. Love, Taylor. Love. L-O-V-E. We're happy together.
Oh, I get that part. I even understand it. She's very nice. You have a cozy little setup there.
But what?
Casey, you wouldn't be the first man to be in love with one woman and attracted to another.
I don't want you. Do you understand that? I have everything I ever wanted or need with Lila. And you're nothing but trouble.
Methinks the doctor doth protest too much.
He thinks that you're a pain. Oh, that's it. I'm out of here.
If Lila is so insecure in her relationship with you, then an occasional conversation with me is going to throw her for a loop. Maybe you ought to look to yourself for the reason and not try to blame it on me.
Hello. Oh, hi. Well, I thought I did hear voices. I don't want to interrupt anything.
No. Perfect timing. I'm on my way out.
Oh, well.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, Casey. Just...
All right, Taylor, what do you want?
I just want to tell you how sorry I am about Craig. I can only imagine what Lila must be going through.
I doubt it. You see, Craig's her son, and she loves him very much, and that's it. There's no angles, and there's nothing in it for her. It's not the kind of thing you were ever into, you know?
Casey, I work with Lila, and I happen to like and respect her very much. I was just trying to express my sincere sympathy.
Oh, well, gee, that's funny. I don't notice you talking to her. I only see you talking to me.
I saw her earlier today at Sierra's.
Oh, boy.
I found it difficult to talk to her at a time like this, so I thought that I could do it through you. Obviously a big mistake, since you feel compelled to insult me every time I make an attempt at normal human conversation.
You're right. My biggest mistake was answering the door. I was out in the backyard. I was happy as a clam. I came in for a minute. And if, damn it, I didn't hear that bell ring.
Oh, believe me, I would have preferred that, too.
Well, you know, that's a nice outfit, by the way. Is that what you always wear on your sympathy calls?
It's what I wear on my days off during the summer, yes. Why don't you go cool off under a garden hose? Or better yet, why don't you open a fire hydrant? I'm sure that's what you used to do in South Boston to cool off.
Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. How would a girl from old money Philadelphia know that?
I wish I had a fire hose in my hand right now, Peretti. I'd flatten you.
Arrivederci, Casey. Guess she's on her way by now, huh?
What?
Lila. Isn't that what you were thinking about? I stopped by her place a little while ago just to say that I hope there are no hard feelings, and I put in a good word for you.
Why?
Look, I've made no secret of the fact that I care about you, Casey. I want what's best for you, and if that's Lila, well, that's Lila.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why do you think I've been pushing so hard for the two of you to get back together?
Honestly, I haven't a clue. Looks like your hard work didn't pay off either. A plane left about 5 minutes ago.
And you miss her already, right?
Yeah, I miss her already. You know whether Margot took her to the airport?
Well, Margot arrived while I was there, but she wasn't too happy to find that Tom had arrived ahead of her. Honestly, when I see two wonderful men like you and Tom Hughes, so obviously in love and meeting with such resistance, well, it makes you realize.
What? Makes you realize what?
Well, let's just say that I'll know better if I ever get that lucky.
Well, I gotta get back to ER. I'll see you later.
See you later. And remember, if you ever need a friend, I told Lila that I looked after you while you were gone, while she was gone.
Listen, I'm sorry about being so suspicious about you going over to Lila's. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I guess I just gotta wait and see what happens.
And I won't have to wait much longer.
Oh, excuse me. Dr. Baldwin. You're not trying to avoid me, are you?
Well, of course not. I thought that I had congratulated you sufficiently earlier.
Oh, sure you did. I was just wondering, are you going to come to the wedding?
I don't think so, for Lila's sake.
Oh, no. Come on. She wants you there. I want you there. You're the reason that we're together. All of your terrific, wonderful advice.
Well, anytime.
Well, listen, I have some advice for you, too. I think you should forget about Tom because he's going to fight for Margot to the death, and even if it doesn't work out, he doesn't deserve you.
Come on, Tom. I saw Hal and Margot, too, but it's not as if we've been doing anything to feel guilty about.
Why should I feel guilty? My wife obviously doesn't.
I was surprised when you called and asked me to breakfast. I thought you'd be watching the premiere of Kim's show.
Well, when I called the house to wish her luck, she said that she was going to bring a videotape home so the whole family could watch. So.
It was a tough decision for me, too, you know. I was looking forward to watching it myself, but then you called and asked me for breakfast.
So I won out over Kim.
Just for that, maybe you'll invite me to look at the show with you and your family.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
Oh, good. Your family's so special. I envy you.
So let me know right away if there's any change in his condition, all right?
Taylor!
Hi, Daddy. What are you doing here?
Well, I just had a little chat with your chief of staff, Dr. Dixon. And I managed to ask a few subtle questions about his daughter's marriage to your Mr. Hughes.
Thank you, Daddy. What did he say?
Well, he seems rather certain that his daughter's going to go ahead with the divorce, and he doesn't seem at all unhappy about it, which makes me wonder if this young man is such a great cat after all.
Well, I think he's crazy for...
Taylor,
Yes,
hi.
Tom?
I've been trying to call you, but they keep telling me you're busy with patients.
Oh, I want you to meet my father, Dr. Derek Baldwin. Daddy, this is Oakdale's #1 crime stopper, Tom Hughes.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard a great deal about you.
Well, I can return the compliment, if it was meant as such.
Oh, it certainly was, sir. Listen, Taylor, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to beg out of our dinner this evening. I'm going to New York after all, and Casey and I are on our way to the airport right now.
Casey.
Well, yeah, he's the one that talked me into this whole thing.
Oh, really? Did he happen to say anything about me?
I don't think your name came up once. Why?
Oh, just that I was the one who urged him to go. Little did I know that he'd be taking my dinner date with him.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Listen, I really have to go. I'm sorry about
Tom. I just hope you won't get hurt again.
that. Well, I might, but that's a chance I have to take.
Do I get a rain check?
Sure do, if you want one. Sir, I'm really glad you're here. It makes it a little easier to get out of this date.
Don't you worry, I'll take care of my little girl while you're gone. Have a good trip.
I sure will. Bye-bye.
Bye. I can hear those wheels turning.
You're right. I may have lost that inning, but the ball game isn't over yet.